let's talk about suicide. There are those, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that go through the struggles of suicide in their lifetime, and they every given day, they're with you, they're around you, you work with them, you go to school with them, and they go through struggles in their life, and they end up taking their life, as we know, suicide. But when you look at suicide, and I went to school, hung around with, I associated with, I've, in my lifetime, we all know those individuals close to you, or like part of the fabric of your upbringing, and that commit suicide, but they had loving people that would work with them, meaning brothers and families and friends and co-workers, and that they've opened up to, and that these individuals work with those souls, and they still commit suicide. And even though those loving around them are there for them, with them throughout the whole period, and like their own fabric, like their own blood, their own everything works with them, and they have that access to them, and they still commit suicide. But there's those that don't commit suicide. And there's those that have gone through those moments of life and the hardships and everything. And what's transpiring throughout COVID right now. And there's a lot of people around the world that have that in their brains. And they just don't want to be around this planet, right? Because of just think of the negativity and everything that's been going on for the last couple of years. Like, who the fuck wants to be here? Like, stop the planet, get me off. You know what I mean? I want a detour. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm walking the dogs here. But I think about those that did not commit suicide, and they had the same access as the other ones. They had that ability to be worked on and work with and work together, and etc. And they survived. And they're successful today. And they speak about it. They speak about it, what they went through, and that hardship. And what they do, they try to teach. And they try to teach others. So it's just like those that live a fasting lifestyle. You want to teach others, right? And ties you back to those that didn't make it, right? That committed suicide. And sorry, come in. Sorry. Those that if they wouldn't, like right now, I'm looking at Canada. I'm looking at M.A.I.D. It's called. Basically, you're gonna have a all-inclusive paid trip free on the government on this program, and I think of those that survive and are successful today, and they're back with their families, everything, and they went through long lives, right? There's people that go through this, but now there's like a pit stop on the way to your success of not committing suicide, and then that pit stop is the government, and they're going to give it to you for free, like, we'll take care of it for you. Right? Here you go, ka-ching, ta-ciao, hasta luego. And to me, those individuals might not see the forest for the trees, right? They might not see that in front of them. That at the end of the road, there's a light, right? And that pit stop is like it overcasts that light. And it does feel it's a distraction to that light, and so that's my 2 cents on it. And I know you know what I'm getting at, right? There's going to be those that are going to struggle with suicide, and if they had that extra runway, they would not have committed it, and their lives would be as beautiful as it was meant to be. And now I'm afraid that light is being not extinguished. There will be those that will fucking challenge that runway, and they'll make sure they don't run out of runway, and they will make sure that they reach that light, right? So regardless of the distraction along the way, and those programs, are good in some situations. You know, there's going to be some situations in life that well, you don't have to go into the details. Just imagine the details of some like horrific people in lifestyle and stuff that happened from exposure to. I've worked the system, and there's people that never get a chance from birth. Like from birth, they're abused and taken advantage of, and then those girls that goes through horrific accidents, and there's going to be times where, um, you know, my point is there's do not overcast, do not overcast that light, right? Please have the integrity of doing it properly. Anyways, I'm trying to get some light here, but that's it. It's a long story short. Um, Love each and every one of you. Big, long hugs.